My YouTube channel. Today we are going to make a blueprint, basically a machine or squeezer like thing, which will just crush the player when it gets between that. So let's start with that. So first of all, as you know, I just create the blueprints folder and right click, create a blueprint class and an actor class. So let's name it crusher, whatever you would name it. Crusher BP stands for blueprint. So save it, open this blueprint, and from here just add a cube. Now we have to resize the cube, so we will resize it, make it shorter along y-axis and bigger along z-axis. So it must be bigger than the jumpable height of the player. So from here we have to let's place this in the level, and so we can check it. Drag and drop here. As you can see, it's half to the bottom of level ground, because that's by default where blueprints are added, because our cube is actually in the middle of in the half of the ground. So let's raise the cube to this, and now check in our level. It's still a little bit inside the level. Just take it out. Where it is going? Yep, no, it's here. No, it's fine. So we have to make let's test it first of all. It's just a wall, like a wall. So let's add some functionality. Basically what we are going to do, we have to move it backwardly and again forward, backward and forward like this. So when the user comes in contact with it, user will be crushed. So this video is going to be a little bit longer, but I will try to keep it short as possible. So let's add functionality in the event graph. So basically now we know we just need to move it back and forth. So make some space. So we will be having some places to place our these blueprint actions. From here, get relative location and split this structure pin. uh, and then again get the relative location. Got our relative location. Now we have to set set its location. So from here, set relative location, and as we just want to move along only one axis, only x-axis, so we will just split this structure and place other two, like pin this here and pin this here. So we're not changing x and z, we're going to change only x-axis. From this we will be just adding few points, like how many should we add? We would be adding up approximately 10 points from here, 10, and then just we set the new location of new location. So now let's test this. We just it means that whenever the tick is done and whenever each millisecond or whatever the unit you have set, it will be updated the location. Basically x-axis will be added 10 and then the location will be updated. So let's test this. Oh yeah, it's moving, but it will not stop. It will try to go to the end of the universe, which we do not need to do. We actually have to stop it somewhere. So we put a limit of about 100 or something like that. So to do that, we have to make it uh, if it is going forward or backward, so we do it is going back. Like if it is opening or whatever you can name it, just keep this name as simple. From here we will just get this. So what we are trying to do basically, if it is going back, then we will just do this, otherwise we will have to bring it back. Like so from here, if we will just do it if and this condition, which means that if it is going back, then it will do this. So from here, by default, if by default we will just compile it, and then it is going back, because it is by default it should be going back. And as we know that it will just keep going backward, so we do not need to do that. What we have to do, we actually do the same from here. Actually, if you do not do like this, we will also get the location directly from here. If it is equal to whatever the limit you would put, for example I am putting it 100. So if it is equal to 100, then we will just do it if. So it means that if it is 100, then we will stop going back. We will just stop it from going back. If it is 100, then it is not going back anymore. So it will stop at 100. Let's play this. It stopped at 100, exact 100, like this. It's up to you. If you increase the points, like if you do 200, it will go further back. From here we have to bring it back, which means that we have to add a logic that if it is not going back, it will just if it is not going back, then it will do something else. So basically we will be reversing the location. So what we do it like right click here and get relative location. Sorry, just drag this here and drop and get relative location. You can also drag the pins from that one, but I am not going to create a junk, so I'm just getting it again from, like, I'm making it again. So from here we will be doing again same thing, set relative location. I'm sorry for the bad spellings. English is not my native language. So set relative location. So if it is not going backward, it will start coming forward, like it will come toward the center. It will not go away from the center. So we are not going to change any other, like we were going to just change x-axis, so we will keep the y and z-axis same. And from here we will be reversing what we are doing here. For example, here we are going adding, we're doing adding, so we will be subtracting here, like subtract here. And then from subtracting we will be like doing same amount, like 10, to just to make things smooth. We'll be doing 10, not point 10, sorry. We'll be doing it 10 exact. And here it's fine. So if it is going back, then it will add to the location. Otherwise it will subtract to the location. Now you would see the issue, it will not stop when coming back. So let's test. Like it just, now it will just keep going away, it will not come back. So for that we have to actually set this going back to true. So again same thing, we will just get this location. If it is 0, that equals to 0 means it has reached the center. We will again get if condition here, basically, which we call branch. And if the location is 0, which means that if it has reached the center, then we will set this going back to true, so it will just start going backward. Yep, it's now going back. Now let's test it whether it works or not. As you can see, this is what we needed. Now this is only one side, we need another side. So what we'll be doing, we will be adding another cube here in our viewport. We'll be just duplicating this cube by Control D, and we have to keep it to same place like that. Basically it would also be at not exactly at 0, but about 110 or whatever the its width is, width of a one cube actually, which is 0.25, something like that. So it would be like that. So again we do same thing like this. We do the same thing with another one, another side. From here, so this is doing with only one side, so we have to change the locations of another side too, which is setting the location, set relative location and get relative location of other one. So cube 1, this is cube 1, which is basically this one is cube, and other one is cube 1. You can also let me rename it to left cube, left side cube, and as you can see it's renamed here. Sorry, this is not renamed. Let me rename it right side cube, right side cube. So now it's renamed here. From here we will be replacing the left side cube, again getting its location. We will be doing reverse to that because it has to be reversed. Like if we are moving one to the right, other one would moving to left. So from here get a relative location, or what you relative location, whatever you pronounce it, and again set its relative location. And it doesn't matter actually if you just do from here or here. All you need is to extend, like make some space to plug that location changing here. From this to this, and then this, basically it will be change the location of that, and then moving onward. Split this struct, x-axis to x-axis, y-axis to y-axis, z-axis to z-axis, like this, and doing reverse of that. For example, if we just are doing plus, so this would be the minus 10, and add this to that. And here if we test this, you can see the effect. Now the issue is that other one will just keep going away and away because its location is not being set. So we have to change the location here as well. We will be doing same. We will just reversing the location. We don't need actually actually a check on that. We will make some space here and then get our left side cube because it's the left side cube. So we will be doing left cycle. Sorry, I just renamed left to right and right to left. So get its relative location, or get relative location, and split. So from here we will be setting its relative location again. Same thing. Set relative location, and plug this into this flow, and then to forward one, and split this struct. Keep the y as same and z axis as same, and now reverse that x axis, which is like we were subtracting here, we will be adding in the lower one. So we will just add, and add how many points? You 10 exactly. The unit should be same, so the animation would be smooth. Like if the upper one is 10 units, like everyone should be the same units. It doesn't matter whether you keep it 10, 13, or whatever. It depends upon the speed or something like that. You can actually also take it as a variable, which I will do later, not right now. 10, and let's see what happens. Let's test it. Now let's see what happens if we just go inside. Yep. So here we have to capture if the user is being hit or not, being hit by this thing or not. So what we have to do, basically we have to uh, pick this one, this left sided one. Actually I have misplaced it, so I will be resetting it to 0 after doing something. So let's add a collision box. If you just move down, it will be box collision. Add a collision box under this right sided one. So it's actually not the right sided, it this one. So because I named the left with the right and right with the left, so pick it upward, and like this. And if you just zoom in a little bit, sorry. You have to keep it the same size, like this. Yep. So save it, and control D to duplicate, or you can also use copy and paste, and bring it here for this box as well. And make this like this is for the right sided one. Both of these will make one to the left sided. Like now it's one is under the right side and one is under the left side. Now if you just reset the location to 0, so both of these are here. Now click on this one of these boxes and move down to the properties panel, and from here on begin overlap and end overlap, you would be adding both of these to each of them. On begin overlap, now we have to check if it is hit by the user. So what we will be doing, we will for your purpose we will do print string for now, check hit by 1. On the other hand, if we just go to viewport, and bring the box number 1, and in the begin overlap here we will be doing same thing, print. This is for just digging, but you do not need to do, actually I'm just showing you. Here we will be do hit by 2. Now whenever we are going getting hit by them, both of these panels, we will see the message here, like, look, if these are colliding with each other, they are just getting a message, because anything which is hit, then it will just trigger that message. So what we have to do, basically we have to check if the other one is the player or not. So let's just delete this, and from here we will be doing what is the other component or whatever that it is. From, if you are not sure what you have to do, you just can um, uh, convert this and check what is the display name of that. So we, from there, from where, here we will be checking it like that. Crusher BP, it was crushed by Crusher BP, is a third person character. So from here we can, which character actually hit it, we will just drag this other character here and type third person or whatever the character class or blueprint is, which is going to hit it. So this will cast it to, it means that this will be only done when the that object equals to that, when actually the when the other actor is third person. So for testing purpose we do it print, and we will be doing hit by like that, just a random thing I just put here. So it means that whenever we actually run it, like you can see it is not doing anything, like it is hit by the now if it is hit by the mannequin, it will print it, again, like, sorry, again we do again, as you can see it's doing it like that. So this is the key, but as you know, it is being hit only by one side, not the other one. So what we have to do, we have to actually count whether it was hit by one side or not. Like if it should be in contact with both of the sides, so we will be adding a variable, and we will doing it, naming it hit count, hit count, and making it an integer. So we have to keep default value to 0. So when it begins overlap and when it ends overlap, that is two different things. One component begins overlap the one and begins overlap on the box. So we will be adding hit count, we will be increasing the hit count. So we will set and again get the hit count, and add 1 to it. Add 1 to it and set its value. And that's it. So like that. So here we will also again do same thing. We will set the hit count. Basically we can just simply copy all of these things, this one and this one and this. So we can do it same here, like that. So whenever it is getting hit, it will increase the count. And when now we have to make the functionality of both of these when actor begin ends overlap. So we actually can subtract the functionality. From here we'll be doing same, but not that one. We just set the hit count, but subtract the hit count. So we will be subtracting this hit count. Press minus here, subtract by 1 and set the new value. And in the box 1 and overlap, do the same. Now it will just subtract the hit count. So when the hit count is 2, when the hit count will be 2, it will mean that it is hit by both of the sides at the same time. So we will be doing same thing, but as you know, we have not added any filter, which means that we have to cast it to third person character in the both of these, like lower ones. So we will, it's begin overlap, we will route it through this. Cast to third person character. Oh bro, switch it here. Cast to this and then set the count, and if other actor is that. And same here, if we just want to subtract, we will also implement the same condition, which would mean that cast to third person and then other actor is that object. And the same thing from here as well. And other actor would be this object. No, here is an issue. We can add only one actor, so we will be doing taking other actor from here and take it here instead of that, and set the hit count as we were doing. That's our basic logic, but we have to show an alert or whatever you would like to do. For example, um, if the hit count is 2, then we will be showing a message or whatever you would like to do. Then just in the event tick here, add a sequence, pro very sequence, as a sequence, and in the then one, just get the hit count. Pro. Okay, if it is not working like this, we will have to drag from here and then get it. Get hit count, and it if equals to 0, sorry, if it equals to 0 plus 1 1 and then 2, yeah, then if it equals to 2, what you would like to do. For example, I don't know what you are going to use it for, but as for now I will just simply print the value here from. If I just do if condition, actually you have to change this action. I'm just printing the string. You have to show a menu or end the game or something like that. You can end a game here. So let's see if we just get the message that game ended. Level field, as you can see, it's level field because it remains in contact for multiple times. So but if you just do not print the string but actually end the game, it will not happen multiple times. Now it's time to make some styling. Let's do that. Actually, we will be opening our viewport and click on this. And from the materials, basically we can also go to content and starter content, surfaces or materials, and from these materials you can use any metallic or something like that. Let it load, and let's see which should be the suitable one, this metallic one or this rusted metal or steel metal I think would be better material. So just click it on this, it will apply the material to this, and then sorry, it applied material. Same with this, select and apply the material. Now it will compile the shaders. Yeah, it's something like that. I hope you liked it, and if you have any question or any suggestion, please comment and tell me if my logic was correct or I can improve the logic. Something it's just for making survival games or something like that, which usually people do. And good luck for your 3D development and game development. Bye bye.